will always live and reap what we have sown. Life is all about seed time and harvest time. The seed you sow in your life determine the harvest you will have. I've been on this earth now for some time. I've watched people closely. I've watched my parents, whom God used to bring me into this earth. I've seen their lives. My mother is still alive. She's in her 90s. When I got married, I knew what my daddy did. On Saturday, it was at the Church of God Mission where I went to sign the marriage register. The week before the marriage, he called me and gave me 1,000 naira that I did not even touch. I left it at home when I went to pay the dowry. And when we finished wedding on Saturday, on Sunday after service, we visited him. And I remember he sat down and told my wife and said, you see, I'm a landlord. I have a house here. I also have another house. Not because I made so much money, but I've learned to plan. I've learned to sow my seed where it should go. And he said, I work with Shell as a contracted staff. I have a farm that have cassava, acres of land. I have another farm that have plantain, acres of land. I have also a yam farm. He said, you know why I do this? So that me and my children will never be hungry. Then he said, your mother-in-law is a good woman. She worked hard. She made money. He said, but I can assure you, she has no single property in this town. She has no land. And he said, you know why? He said, because she gives everything. When she comes from market, all the profit she makes, she'll give it to everybody. Anybody who is hungry in the street, they come. He gives. She just gives. She just gives. He says, so she cannot gather money to do anything. He said, it's good to give up, but you must give with wisdom. So he said, finally, I don't want your husband to be like his mother. See, that is why I'm saying this to you. So that when your husband starts giving everything out, you will remember what I'm advising today, whether I'm alive or dead. When my father was speaking, this was already in his 70s. He said, so that your husband will not be like his mother. She finished. We thank him, we left. Do you know that every one of the women in my mother's age, all the men in my father's age, they have all died? One of the things that grieved my heart is, oh, I wish my father was alive and my mother strong. Then I'll take them on the plane to Israel, take them to some of the nations in the world. But you know that my mother is the only woman who is alive. On that street called Adonai, they used to call it rice mill because they used to mill rice in Olulu off of the rice mill. Then I look back at my mother's children. Every one of them are having children. Every one of them are having grandchildren, apart from my younger brother. Victor did not marry early. That is the problem of the marrying late. When you marry late, you will not have grandchildren. You may not even see your grandchildren before you die. But every one of them, my mother last born. Number two, every one of us are serving God. Every one of us serving God. Number three, every one of us are prosperous. Everyone. The other day somebody was telling me about my younger sister that, do you know he owns a house in Abuja? I said, I'm not surprised. She'll retire in the next 2 years. She owns a house in Ugele. She owns a house in Saple. I said, I'm not surprised. And you know that every one of us having children, none of our children are dying in our hands. It's a covenant of life. If till I leave this earth in the next 40 years, and any of my child died, it's because he violated the covenant. Or he went out of the covenant. If they cling to the God whom I'm serving and follow the principle of the Holy Word, nothing can cut down their lives. It may happen to others, but not in my house. Because God is a covenant-keeping God. So what am I saying? We are living in the generosity of our mother who labored and blessed people and solved people's problems. I can tell you at 90-something how many women has reached as high. I don't see it. I returned from overseas. My friends would give me money to give to her until they started stealing her money. She came the other day and bring $500,000 to me and say, my son, take this to join to do the work. A woman at 90-something giving money, hundreds of naira, to me to do the work. It means she's a rich woman. What kept her alive today? What has given her the victory? Why she had that ears? She does not need glasses. She sees you. She knows you. She calls you by name. It's the seed she sowed. The seed she sowed. Go back to that Genesis chapter 8 verse 20. Let me read to them. The covenant of sowing and reaping is so powerful. And Noah building an altar unto the Lord and took every clean beast, not dirty beast. As at last year, I made up my mind that every Sunday I'm not going to give dirty money to God. I will always give clean, new money. And I made provision for it. I sent to the bank, I need new money. To that some yes, new money I will give. Then I'll transfer the rest. Clean. Clean beasts. Clean beasts. I was talking to some pastors, they said, What if you don't have a clean note? I say that old note, get iron and iron it well. Make it clean. Don't send money to the other. People are talking, they're taking their hands. Clean beasts. And every clean fowl. And offered burnt what? Offerings on the altar. Look at verse 21. And the Lord smelled it remained.